On this channel, I've prepared food for my friends, I've prepared food for my loved ones, I've prepared food for good in-laws. And you guys have been asking me, what do we prepare for bad in-laws? Today is the day. I'm going to prepare food for my enemies. Oh, because I don't look for trouble on these streets. You people don't know that I have enemies. I have enemies because I'm not jollof rice. So today we are going to prepare Nigerian stone rice for my enemies. If you have an otazi in your life, if you have a bitter leaf in your life, if you have witches and wizards in your life, come together, bad in-laws. Come with me because today is the day. I'm going to show you a secret recipe that you'll be preparing for them. You'll be smiling and serving them the food. Here is the rice. The bottom bushel rice that you will need to prepare this. This is the stone rice. It's called stone rice because it contains stones. This rice was gotten from, I don't know, the last grade of rice. If you know anything about cultivation and the milling of rice, please let me know in the comments. Explain this rice to them in the comments because, you know, all these new generation people, they don't know about this rice that contains stones. All they know is foreign rice. Foreign rice only became a thing in the early 90s, or was it late 80s? Yeah, before then, this is the rice that we were cooking. It contains stones. And then everybody moved to foreign rice because it's clean, it doesn't contain stone, it doesn't contain debris or any other thing, chaff. But Buhari ruled us for 7 years and we're back to square one. Right now, the only rice that some people can afford is this stone rice. It has the destoned version, but it's slightly more expensive. So if this is the only rice you can prepare, or you got this rice as a gift, in this video, I'm going to show you how to prepare it so that there will be no stones, no single stone in the rice. I mean, not when you're preparing it for your enemies. When you're preparing it for your enemies, you make sure there are more stones in there. You know how I don't normally rinse my rice, but this one, because it's bottom bushel, I need to rinse it because there's dust on it. Like I said, you don't know where they sweat this thing from. Probably the bottom of from the floor of a rice mill. So I rinse it very well. You can try to pick out the stones from the rice before you rinse it, but I don't bother with that. I'll show you how to ensure that there's no stone in it while cooking it. See? See? Look at that. Then we'll set some water to boil. Set some water for pre-cooking the rice. This is the pre-cooking stage. For this rice, you need to pre-cook it so that you can remove the stones easily. It's been boiling for 7 minutes. Oh yeah, from the time I added it, 7 minutes. Normally I should take it off, but just in case, I don't know. You can check it by cutting through the grain with your finger. If it cuts without resistance, then that's fine. This makes it float enough and the heavy sand or stones go to the bottom, yeah? Ooh, can you hear the sound of the stone? Yes. with some water for second round. Now to where the work is, to separate the stones from the rice. Back in the day, we used long iron buckets so that you could hear the sound of the stones in the bucket while you're washing it. Those buckets are dedicated to washing rice. Just like you heard the sound in this pot. So just pour a generous quantity of water. Stir it so that all the stones, you know, this is the law of gravity. We are doing physics now. All the stones, you parboil the rice to make them lighter. So now all the heavy stones will go to the bottom. They are all at the bottom. Trust me. See, that's another thing. See this black rice? And pick them out as well. And then you start eat your rice. Eat your rice. Shake it, baby. Just as you're shaking it, it's still going to the bottom, eh? You can actually remove some like this. Make sure you don't take from the bottom, eh? No way, that's not working. Stone is following me. No, it's not working, I beg. Of course, if you're preparing for your enemy, don't go to this extent. Just as if you're washing beans. You know, when you're peeling beans from one, after peeling beans from one, this is how you do it. The lighter chaff is at the top. So in this case, the rice is lighter, even though it's not as light as the beans chaff. So this is what you'll be doing. No. See all the stones at the bottom. You see this one? If you leave it inside for your enemy, as they are eating and enjoying the rice, what they will hear is wah, and their teeth will fall off. I beg you, you people should not say that I said to you. See that? Then what you're going to do now is decant this water. And then you listen, you stir it, make sure that everywhere is quiet. The aim is to listen carefully to make sure that there's no stone making noise. So you need to use a stainless steel or any metallic pot or container to do that. So there's no noise of sound. Oh, did you hear that? There's sand. You see? Sand. Or you hear, not you see. So there's sand somewhere. So that's the thing. So you need to do again. Since most of the sand has been removed, I can actually gently take from the top to reduce the work, the sieving or shaking work I have to do. So this is what you need to suffer in case you you're cooking stone rice. Oh wow, person has suffered though. Sometimes you may even ask for the stoned rice in the market and they will mistakenly give you the one that contains stone. Look at it. See? This is it. It's white stone. Look at it. Looks like rice. It's disguising in there. Usually these are the ones that are the culprits. Assuming you want to sort the stones before pre-cooking the rice, you miss these ones because look at it. It looks like rice. Look at it. Yeah. That's the culprit. None other. Once it boils, remove the excess water because this may be too much. I usually go by same level of water as the rice. And then you can keep this one and be adding it when necessary or if necessary. But usually same level as the rice is enough. So apart from the removal of the stones, this is the way I cook my boiled white rice on the stove. If you don't have a rice cooker or any other thing that you can use to cook, it's how to cook it on the stove. Yeah, that's okay. As you can see, it's the same level. A little bit open because it will boil over if you cover it, so maybe like that. When you can no longer see the water, check the rice. Basically, the way I cook rice is to cook it the way you like it. Still strong. And this water won't be enough, so I add a little bit more. Some people add salt. I forgot to say that. Some people add salt when they're cooking it the second time. We don't. So if you like adding salt to your rice, to your boiled white rice, add it when I added the rice to the boiling water the second time. Okay. Let's check the rice. Hopefully for the final time, it's done to how we like it. But you can still hear the sound of the water, which shows that it's not dry yet. So continue cooking. Can you hear tim 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 sound? That's the sign that it's dry. I'm saying this for those who don't. You people, sometimes when I say some things, you think I'm giving too much detail. People with different proficiencies in cooking follow me on this YouTube, so I always try to carry everybody along to minimize questions because my videos keep getting questions for years if I don't do that. And you know, sometimes I'm not available to answer all questions. So yeah, it's dry. Done. All this while, I've been preparing the stew that we'll eat the rice with. I bet you didn't know that. Look at that. Have you liked this video yet? I bet you've never seen this stew before. Click the box on the left whenever it appears to watch me prepare this stew. See, if you taste this stew, you will not eat another stew for a while. Bye bye. See you in the comments.